condolence message. Time for what's trending with Winfrey. Winfrey, I know we have Somalia trending, Simbarati, the county governor of Kisii, trending, and of course Omanyala. But before you talk to us about what's trending in like 2 or 3 seconds, and just like to pick your mind on what you've seen on TV, the news, just a few minutes ago, that sad day, your wedding day, and then such kind of a tragedy happens.
God forbid, Brenda. God forbid. It was such a sad incident. Actually, when I first read the story, I don't know, I think the bride will never forget that day, because weddings are for ladies, and it's normally a very special day for a bride. So I don't think she will ever forget that day. But we are very sorry for the families of those people who got injured in that incident. Yeah,
it is sad.
Very sad.
It is sad indeed.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at Somalia, TikTok. I think they're going the Kenyan way of shutting it down.
Yes. Actually, TikTok is facing a lot of issues just globally. It's not only in Somalia, because here in Kenya we had discussions in Parliament last week on whether to ban it or not. A motion was introduced. Places like Senegal, TikTok is not allowed. In places like some parts of Europe, Canada, the United States, you're not allowed to use TikTok on official gadgets. For instance, if you're government official, your official gadget as a government official is not supposed to have that app in it, because they cite security threats. So yesterday, the Information, Communication and Technology Minister for Somalia issued a statement whereby he ordered TikTok, Telegram, and the betting site called 1xBet to be suspended effective, actually he said by midnight of Thursday this week. So we are yet to see how that will just shape up. The story will come out. But when he was doing that, he did say he's doing that to protect the morals of the people of Somali, to make sure there are no security threats, and to make sure also this the terror groups like Al-Shabaab do not have a platform whereby they reach people. It's also part of it. It can also be used as a way of radicalizing the youth. So he said in that manner, he said that they're going to ban that. But actually last week, TikTok had issued a statement saying they had meetings with officials of Somalia, and they had agreed on how they are going to handle this whole issue in terms of very sensitive content. And then the minister, I almost called him CS, the minister of Somalia says the Al-Shabaab group uses platforms like Telegram to publish very, very warmongering content that kind of destabilizes the peace of the country. So that's just it for that matter, Brenda.
All right. Even as you move to what Simbarati had to say back here at home, I'm just wondering, of course, security issues is a major concern, not only in Somalia, but the world at large. But that issue of morals is the same thing that was being talked about at the National Assembly. I mean, morals, whether you have good morals or bad morals, if you had it before,
it's a personal choice.
It's a personal choice. Yes. Like you have, topics to watch and have fun with, on TikTok. So
based on your interests.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, that issue of morals is the same thing that was talked about. Anyway,
we'll just see how it goes. But I think what they need to do is to come up with policies that govern for each country. TikTok with this country, TikTok in this country, just have a mutual understanding. Because there are also people who are earning from these platforms,
Exactly. Actually, there are people who are actually minting, thousands, hundreds of thousands of shillings from TikTok. Now, Simbarati.
Well, so this morning people are talking about Kisii governor, Simbarati. He stole the show yesterday, where there was a national prayer meeting and the president was there. Actually, we just say the government was in church yesterday in Kisii. So Simbarati was there. He did make some very some interesting remarks based on his position in the Orange Democratic Movement Party, which is also the main opposition party. So he did come up very strongly. He told the president to make sure there is equity in provision of government services. That's why he said, kama ni mkate, chukua mkate yote, but make sure Kisii region has this, the Nyanza region like that. Then he also came out very strongly to tell the president to do his work. He told him, you won the elections. Your work is to work for us as Kenyans now that you're in office. The opposition will make noise to distract you, so that when you fail, we have something to say, which is it is a truth. But now, based on his political leaning, could be trouble, because online now people are discussing. Yes, he said the truth. Others are like, no, he needs to apologize to the party and Azimio.
I was about to ask you, Winfred, apologize for what?
apologize
for the fact.
Exactly. For how do you say it? He should apologize for not defending the party, you know?
Yeah.
So basically that is just it. And he also made some very interesting remarks. We'll have a story on our Standard Digital website about it. There are some accusations against him where they were saying he's using county government resources to take the MCAs to China, and he really came out very clearly. He said the trip was sponsored by his in-laws. We all know he's married to a Chinese, so yeah, he answered that way. So basically now people are still debating about Simbarati and what he said, but that is just what those are the facts from the whole event.
All right. And Winfrey, I think we'll have to call it an end to that. You know, always a pleasure just having to hear from you, explain to us what's trending, and you really made my day with what's trending today on social media. Hoping to see you again next week, but then or even tomorrow for what's trending. Asante sana. Now. As we take a short commercial break here on News Diary, when we come back, we shall be crossing over to our sister station, that is Spice FM. And today's discussion is about why Nubian are aging over the Kibra slum upgrading project. And in that discussion is Dr. Ahmed Kalebi, who's the chair for task force on the operationalization of the redevelopment and affordable housing project, something that's a thorn in the flesh for the Nubian community in Kibra. And of course, Ibrahim Yunisi is also in that discussion, the Secretary General of the Kenya Nubian Council of Elders. So we'll have to hear what they have to say when we come back after the short commercial break you're taking right now here on a KTN News Diary.